Bismillah, I wanted to do this video today on magnesium and some of the shocking benefits of magnesium that's hardly ever talked about. Some of the best forms of magnesium are magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, and magnesium L-threonate. These are probably some of the best forms. Why? They're considered better because of their absorption rate in your body. We're going to go over specifically just magnesium glycinate in this video. Everyone should probably be supplementing with it, and we're going to go over some of the reasons why. So one of the main things we are talking about is absorption. Yes, it does not get absorbed well in our food anymore because our food is depleted. Number 2, your gut. Almost everyone has a form of leaky gut, IBS, IBD, some kind of gut damage, damaged microflora in your gut. All of these things lead to a decrease in your absorption of your nutrients that you're even taking in. And another factor is your aging. So rather you're male or female, if you're over 40, it already is decreasing your level of absorption just because of your age. So that's 3 factors already that pretty much put you down to the 70% or less of absorption. So you're highly likely to be needing a supplement. Another good reason to be using magnesium glycinate is it's very gentle on the stomach. One of the things I'm always worried about is, you're going to get diarrhea if you have too much magnesium. So you don't want to do that. So then you take less, right? But that's not actually the case with magnesium glycinate. It is very gentle on the stomach. In fact, you do not even need food to take with it. You could take it on an empty stomach even. So although if you do have the need, maybe you have more constipation issues, you should probably take a magnesium citrate because that is also well absorbed, but it will give you more of looser bowel movements. If that's something you actually need, you would go towards that one. So that's a very important point. So if you're worried about that or scared about taking magnesium because of it, no problem with this form of magnesium. A really well-known benefit of taking magnesium is for your sleep. And it doesn't just improve your sleep. It helps with your overall body function so your muscles can relax, your body can relax. It also gets rid of your stress levels. It helps with your depression. Even if you have any kind of migraines, it also helps to relieve migraine headaches. All of these things that are kind of all related to why we can't sleep. Magnesium helps with all of this. And another reason it's so effective is because it has a big role in our hormones. Whether you're a male or female, it helps with the function of all of your hormones and almost every body function. So of course, if you're low on magnesium, you're going to feel it, and it's definitely going to disrupt your sleep. Something that's not talked about hardly at all is about weight loss. Magnesium helps you to lose weight, especially if it's related to diabetic issues. Studies show that in USA alone, that 1 in 3 people are either pre-diabetic or have diabetes. Please take a minute to like and subscribe. It will really help support the channel. Thank you. And taking magnesium is really, really effective at helping to control your diabetes. It helps to increase your insulin sensitivity, and it will help with your weight management. You'll notice too that magnesium is really good at helping with your energy. Energy overall, not the energy like, you're not going to be able to sleep because you're fired up. Not that kind of energy, but the kind of energy that it activates your mitochondria, which is the powerhouse part of your cell. So when you're eating your foods, your nutrients coming in, they'll get the message that they need to start absorbing these nutrients. Otherwise, if you don't have the right amount of magnesium, those nutrients will just float on by. So of course you can see how this will affect your energy level. So very important for us to be getting the right amount of magnesium. How do you know if you have the right amount of magnesium? This is not something you can find out in your blood because magnesium is in your cells. You'd have to take another test for that. But an easier way would be for you to just start taking some magnesium and seeing your sleep improve or your energy improve or your diabetes improve, and most likely you will see some changes because almost everyone is deficient in magnesium. This brings me to another important one for women especially, because we seem to be more prone to bone loss than men. And this, of course, is due to our hormones changing and all that, which is something I think that, I don't know about you, but people don't really talk about these women issues. They're kind of like downplayed, like, oh, she's just going through some moods or something. But it's really doing a lot more to your body, and it affects your bones a lot. And a scary fact is that 1 in 2 women over 40, they have osteopenia. And that means that it's the beginning of osteoporosis, which is your bones dissolving, which is why women you see are the ones who are getting hip fractures, are falling, or bone breaking. This happens mostly to women, and this is why. And even if you think you eat really well, I eat all organic, I do weightlifting, I'm a healthy person. No, it's just not enough anymore. And you're still gonna have this problem occur if your magnesium levels are low. So a good secret tip here is to make sure your magnesium levels are really good, really healthy levels, to keep your bone density at its peak so you won't be losing any of it. So this is a good time to really pay attention and make sure you're taking your magnesium. If you're past that age, it's not too late. Just start taking it. It will help either way. Something really great about magnesium is it helps with your heart health. Really important for men and women. A leading cause of death among men and women is heart disease. And it's really sad because we can be preventing this just by making sure we have proper magnesium levels. There are many studies that show that women with low magnesium levels have poor heart health, and women with good magnesium levels have good heart health. So the women die from heart attacks are the ones who had the low magnesium levels. And magnesium also helps to regulate your calcium levels. And calcium is one of those things they talk about. You hear calcification of your veins. What does that mean? That means you have too much calcium in your blood, and it's building up inside of your arteries, and this leads to a narrowing of your arteries or hardening of the arteries, which leads to heart disease, heart attacks, stroke, all that fun stuff. So really great one to be taking magnesium to remove the calcification, to help also to lower your blood pressure. If you're a man or woman who has a blood pressure problem, this is one you should be looking at. Magnesium is really good at helping to manage your blood pressure, keeping it stable. You know, the magnesium glycine also is 2 parts. It's not just magnesium, but it's glycine, which means that it has the 2 working together. So what does the glycine part do? Well, the glycine also, it helps with your energy, and it helps with your relaxation. It's also really great for your brain, and it also helps with your collagen support. It works really well with the magnesium. They go together. So glycine is also very effective with helping to reduce any kind of inflammation, and it helps to detoxify your body. And I would like you guys to just start taking it. Let me know in the comments after a few months the changes you've noticed. Let's talk a few minutes of the side effects. If you have a low blood pressure, it may cause your blood pressure to become even lower, but this is if you're taking a really large amount over a long time. And the other side effect would be that it does interfere with some medications. So if you're on anything, you should probably just check with your doctor, tell them you're thinking about taking this, and have them check for you to see, or at least monitor you, to see if it affects any of your medications. If you want to try and get it in your food, you could go ahead and eat more of your leafy greens. You need at least 3 to 5 cups minimum. You could also get it in some nuts and fish, but more in the leafy greens. I'll leave some links for some good magnesium glycinate that you guys can try. It's really good if you can try and find one with vitamin B6 or D3. These also help to increase the absorption and help with the magnesium to just work better in your body. Alright, that's all of them. And if any of you need any more help with improving your overall health and just some challenges, work together in a community, you can go ahead and join our membership here on the channel. We go over special challenges together and work out our health goals together. It's a lot of fun, and you can go and check that out here on the channel. Make sure you go and watch this video next on turmeric for your brain. You'll be amazed at how much it affects you.